Okay, welcome back to the podcast. It's 7 o'clock.
Not the podcast.
Welcome back to our podcast, Sans One Member. This is the Close Friends List podcast where we talk about anything and everything we want.
You know, close friends things.
Our close friends things.
Things
yeah.
I would only post to my close friends. That's not
Exactly.
necessarily true, but we do hit those items
We
for
hit
sure.
a lot of those items, yes.
For sure.
Yes. And friends, don't know about you, but shit's kind of crazy
Yeah.
in this realm.
I mean, it's been, but like,
yeah,
it's like a mountain.
It's hit like a turbo mode, sports mode, if you will, recently. Don't really have to say what's going on.
And we won't.
If you're in
We
the
will
US,
not.
you know. So like there's
If you're outside the US, you know.
shit, yeah. If you're live, you know. So today's episode, we're gonna talk about the opposite of that. And that is
We're not talking about reality. At least not this one.
not this one. And you may be wondering,
What the
Katie,
hell?
Adia, what are you talking about? Boy, do we have a concept for you.
And you know, I do need to preface because
Yes.
I was mentioning this yesterday. I was with Nikki and her friends, and I mentioned what we were talking about. I shit you not, everybody in that room except Nikki was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh." So what does that say about me?
Yeah, we're
So-
learning a lot this week. We're learning lots of big words this week.
Yeah.
Dewey? Dewey's not happy about it at all.
Yeah. This reality is good for him. He gets
Yes.
treats.
Yes. Today we're talking about, I mean, gosh, it's so vast, but also so simple at the same time.
It really, yeah.
We're talking, I don't want to say it out loud, like legitimately.
Say it.
We're talking about reality shifting today.
Yeah. Reality shifting.
Yeah, and we're serious.
Right. This
Yes.
is an actual thing.
Yes, this is not a gag. Like,
We're not talking about anything else this episode.
yes.
Like at all.
Yeah, so if you need a getaway, if
Yeah.
you need a reason to kind of forget about what's going on and live, exist in another space of reality, this is the episode to get you to there.
Well, we can start a little bit with before we get into the nitty gritty of it all.
Yes.
How did you find out about reality shifting generally?
Yeah.
Like, how do we get here? You know what I mean?
So I gotta say, so it's probably started like Inception, right? So like when Inception came out, everyone was like, oh, can we actually do stuff with our dreams? And I'm like, in high school, and I'm like, you know, I've been doing this, like lucid dreaming,
Okay.
like I had
Yeah.
also learned about. So yeah, when Inception came out, I'm like, you guys haven't been like doing this already? Like, this is a
Not you
documentary.
actually like incepting in your own
No,
dreams.
literally, like I've been incepting. Like I'm like, oh
That's
shit, there's a
crazy.
word for that. And then another movie came out. Was it The Conjuring? I think it was The Conjuring, where they
Insidious.
Insidious,
Astral projecting.
yes.
Yeah.
So that took me to another side. I've never
Yeah.
done astral projection because I don't fuck with that
Well,
part.
it's funny that you say that, and I didn't want to get necessarily here yet, but there are people who shift to horror realities.
Yeah.
And they're shifting to the Insidious realm, but people are saying they're afraid to astral project. It's like, that's kind of
You're
the
basically
point.
there.
Like,
Yeah, you're-
why aren't we trying that one?
Yeah,
But
it's that one's
yeah.
a little more iffy, I think, because it is surrounded with the Insidious
Yeah.
world. So that's kind of like where it started. And then I think because like I don't sleep already as it is, like you just find yourself wandering like in your mind, and then
Okay.
you know, going from there, and then like you start looking up stuff, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
you know, you see a video,
find these
you're like,
communities.
oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not alone here. So that's like where it started for
you.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because mine was truly on TikTok, which is where it seems a lot of people have kind of come to find
Mm-hmm.
reality shifting. It's not necessarily new to me. I did probably, it got big around COVID, and I do think
Yeah.
that's when I started seeing a lot of those videos.
Yeah.
It's amassed almost like 1 billion views or
A
like
lot.
tags on TikTok. So it's definitely big, and we're gonna get to our thoughts on it later, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, I saw a lot of people like shifting to like Harry Potter,
Yeah,
Hogwarts,
it's a big one, yeah.
and so you know, I wasn't necessarily deep diving because I'm not into that necessarily. So I was like, interesting concept, but
Yeah.
not really sure. So I mean, I've kind of been on the fringes, I guess, and
Yeah.
I do have maybe more info, which is I feel like might explain a little bit like why
Yes.
I'm not there yet.
Yes,
So.
let's get in there.
Okay, yeah.
Let's get into it.
So to prep for this episode, because we both have general knowledge from just exposure, really.
Yeah.
I decided to do a little Google and see what came up.
Yes.
And 90% of the results are like WikiHow, Reddit, YouTube, and then I did find one lone Forbes article that has some
so did
interesting
I.
info. Okay. So I do have it here. And for our listeners, I know we're a couple minutes in now, but just to give you like a little, definition of what this is, reality shifting refers to a practice where individuals attempt to shift their consciousness or awareness to alternate realities or realms through various techniques. And then they list off a few techniques. So, I mean, desired reality, basically.
Which is, I mean, ideal. It's perfect.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I feel a little, and I think I'm getting ahead of myself here, I feel like you and I might be on a similar, like you mentioned lucid dreaming.
Yes.
And I feel like that's what these people are doing a little bit. And this is not us being anti, because
No.
that community gets really upset. And I get it, but also it's giving lucid dreaming.
It's giving, you're doing the same thing, you're just putting a different title to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think, so you have astral projection, you have lucid dreaming, and you have reality shifting. It's one big circle. If you did a Venn diagram, it's one circle. I think the intent maybe behind them might be a little different, and like the experience of like what you're getting out of it is different, but the actual act, the verb is the same. Like you're doing the same thing.
That's a good distinction, like the intention and the actual act, because a lot of what I found for reality shifting was like, a lot of these people are scripting like their intention and maybe like what can happen while they're there, and then building the world specifically that they want, versus lucid dreaming. I feel I've never done it myself, but it's more like you're just conscious in your dreams. So you're not maybe building that. You just are there and you're
like
aware
you're able
that
to make decisions like in your dreams. Yeah. And it's a whole different, I think, atmosphere, because for dreams, usually you wake up, you're like, oh, I don't remember my dream. You're like, oh man, my dream was crazy. But like when you're lucid dreaming, you're like active participant in your actions in your dream. And then with reality shifting, one thing I don't agree with that one of the articles said about that was that, and what you do in reality shifting is what you do basically, like it's legit, like in life. So if you kill someone, you're a murderer.
So the thing that is, you said it's a circle, and I generally agree. I think there's a sliver that's just hanging off of reality shifting. That is, they believe in the multiverse, which maybe a lot of us do, right? Like the infinite universes and whatnot. And so they are perceiving that as like I truly shifted into this other multiverse reality. And so that is why the intention of like, if you kill someone while you're there, you're a murderer, carries through, versus, I mean, I don't, and people probably aren't really killing people, like realistically.
Yeah, but the thing is, it is a
belief.
It is the different reality. And I'm sure like when the MCU like universe shit started splitting, they were like, is this fucking play about us? Like,
I mean, some of the videos I see are like, you might have heard of the MCU's multiverse, and people, I mean, shift generally to that multiverse. Yeah. Like, I mean, there's different options there, I guess now, but I mean, people shift there too.
My thing is, which it starts to get into the conspiracy theory of it all, is like, if you're shifting into other realities, who's shifting to this reality?
Well, it's funny that you say that, because when I was trying to find videos to show the friends yesterday, I found this girl that was like, I shifted to this reality, like I chose to stay here. But I feel like the line is so thin, because Anthony Padilla did a video talking to reality shifters, and one of them was a lucid dreamer. So I feel like I kind of aligned with him a little. I mean, I believe in the multiverse, but like what he was saying. So he's like, you're lucid dreaming if you can do a breath test, like put your fingers over your nose. If you can breathe, you're in a dream. And I feel like the reality shifting, that's not
because
that's not happening.
It's not like you can pop in to a reality. Like you have a social security number, but like you just popped into this reality. Like that's not, you wouldn't be able to stay there without also causing a rift in
Yeah.
other realities, because everyone knows like the number one thing with like time travel and shit is like you don't mess up anything,
Well,
and
yeah.
you don't make any
And
decisions.
in theory, a multiverse, like you might exist in that universe, but then now what? You got one social security number for the two of you? Like that's
Exactly.
not
And if
lining
you see
up.
Spider-Man, you know if you do something in that other universe, you're branching off,
Yeah.
and it's a butterfly effect. There's a ripple effect. So I don't believe that you can like go to a different reality,
actual new
stay
dimension.
there,
Right.
and because then what happens in your old reality? Are you missing? Are you
Right.
like what's
These questions aren't being answered
exactly
by the
like,
community. And this is not us being anti, but we have real
No.
questions.
We do.
I mean,
Yes, we're not skeptics, but we're skeptics.
you know, I was thinking it feels a little like astrology to me, where
Yeah.
like I believe a lot about it, but I'm not like fully there.
Like there's some big ticket items that need to be addressed.
You see those memes and you're like, damn, that's me. But then sometimes you're just like, maybe not though.
like it's the stars. Like
Yeah,
it's stars.
yeah, exactly.
Like, come on.
They
Yeah.
feel very similar to me. Like
Yeah,
I
100%.
generally I have some beliefs, but I'm not 100% in.
No.
And I
No.
think some of this has to do with like how you reality shift. So
Yes.
they ended up doing an actual study in 2021 of people
Mm-hmm.
who are reality shifters, and they found common traits that people have, or they're likely to share certain
Schizophrenic.
traits that allow them to engage in the practice.
Autism.
It's just, when you were talking about lucid dreaming, I'm just like, I literally have the opposite. I literally have sleep paralysis. Like,
So funny.
it's literally the opposite. I'm praying that I could like drive this dream somewhere else, and I can't. Okay, the big three that they found for the psychological characteristics, they list absorption, and that refers to an individual's capacity to become deeply immersed in sensory experiences, fantasies, or imaginative activities. Look, and it lines up exactly where these realities are being shifted.
Yeah.
We're talking fangirls. We're talking immersive.
Yeah.
You're rereading Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Percy Jackson, but I heard people, where did they go? Well, the MCU I saw.
Yeah, a lot
Hogwarts
of
is
that.
really the big one. But
It is, but my thing with that is like that didn't exist until she made that
and
book.
also,
So like,
you want to go to fucking turf Hogwarts?
right?
Like, that's where
the whole
where everybody's
Civil
fucking
War,
white
yeah,
and straight and annoying.
like there's a whole evil doer like ruining teenagers' lives.
So, man, I wanted to keep going. But okay, I also was having a really hard time with, and this was before I guess I looked into it seriously for this episode. I was like, I just don't understand why people would want to shift to a reality where like bad things are still happening, right?
Yeah.
Like generally. So when I was thinking about where I'd want to go, I'm like, well, why would I want to go there if I'm going to suffer as like
Exactly.
a peasant or something?
Yeah.
However, a lot of their belief is like you're writing that universe. So like with the horror shifting, I'm writing that I can't die in that universe. So it's like
And then you're lucid dreaming.
exactly drive your dream. Exactly. So it's like I guess it came around where I was like, okay, I guess I get it. Like if you're writing that
Yeah.
what's his name doesn't exist in this universe, or like in your version
But
of this
then it's
universe,
like, then that's just your universe. Like it's not
right.
anyone else's like reality. Like when I think of multiple realities, it's like things that other people can visit too. Like
True.
you should be able to spawn into a reality and someone else can also spawn there too. But once you start making your own rules of like, well, Jason doesn't kill me in this. And it's
Right.
like, okay, well, if your friend comes and spawns in your reality,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, Jason does kill you, then it's like, who's
Yeah.
right? Like, who's
Honestly,
reality?
and it's all circling back to like, are we living in a simulation?
Yes.
Is like honestly where my brain goes a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, if we're fucking lucid dreaming, maybe we're just simulating in another universe.
Maybe we're just
like-
plugging in the USB to someone else's fucking
Exactly.
like motherboard.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's just like so many levels. Like
There
the
is.
more I kept like reading and just like watching videos, I'm like, there's so many questions and so many
Yes.
like bullets and details and
Yeah.
to discover. So the first kind of susceptible people who can absorb fantasy and
Yes.
immerse themselves, which love dissociation, so disconnection between thoughts, identity, consciousness, and memory.
Yeah.
And then fantasy proneness is the third one. Heightened tendency to have intense and vivid fantasies, daydreams, or imaginary experiences. So I feel like I'm not necessarily on any of these planes. Like I would love
I am.
see, and I would love. I think I'm like close for absorption, but just not
Yeah.
quite. You know what I mean? Like I'm not having vivid daydreams. So I feel like that is limiting me. And then the other thing is, I've mentioned on this podcast before, when I'm reading, I can barely get the details. Like I
Yeah.
can barely populate a room with
Yes.
like what I'm given, like mentally. So it really limits what's going on
kinda
in the dream
it
sphere.
takes back to, I don't know if we talked about this question before, of like, what do you see when you think?
Right.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
do you
See
see
an apple, or is
an
it an
apple,
outline,
or
or
you
yeah.
just, is it just the thought of it? Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's a big deal, because if you're the type of person that sees like a fully detailed 3D apple, like, oh yeah, you're for sure like
Reality
down
shifting.
to reality shift. But if you see nothing
Yeah.
in your mind, then you're not going to be, obviously you can't like create a
whole universe. No,
No,
it's a
not
problem,
happening.
honestly, because I ended up like pulling up a little meditation video and I was like, fuck it, let's try it.
Yeah.
Obviously, okay. The gag is, obviously I didn't go anywhere.
Or did you?
No, I didn't even dream that night. It was literally 2 nights ago. The gag is I also fell asleep 3 minutes into the video. I didn't even make it past like the fucking intro. I'm just so tired at night.
Like,
You know
this is,
what I mean?
Just a sleep video. Forget the lucid dreaming. You're just sleeping at this point.
No, literally, it's like take some deep breaths in,
That
and it's
is
like
so
I'm knocked the
funny.
fuck out. Like I wish maybe. I mean, some people do, like waking lucid, waking reality shifting, and then
Yeah.
there is like maybe I shouldn't be trying it like literally at bedtime. Like it was like 10:30,
Yeah,
but like
no, you're ready to go to sleep. Your
I
brain's
normally
like,
stay up a little bit, but you know what the
Yeah.
meditative video. I mean,
I think so. I think the reason I'm able to like lucid dream and go to like
your realm.
my realm
Yeah.
is, so growing up I would spend like summers at my grandma's house, and this was like in the South, so like
Yeah.
no internet, like she didn't have cable, it was literally just like the freaking black and white channels, like there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
And I would always daydream, always imagine, like this is back when I was like a kid,
Yeah.
like, and phone calls, like they were free after 9 and like stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't text, like there's no internet and like stuff like that. And I would always just daydream, being in the middle of the country, of like, oh, I'm like this like famous person,
Yeah.
or like I have a boyfriend, and like,
It's all checking out with like the lottery.
Yeah,
You're
like,
like, what are you guys dreaming about?
I am constantly daydreaming. And
Yeah.
like maladaptive dreaming, like it's the ADHD in me, but like I've always been like a daydreamer to the point where like I'm daydreaming when I'm like awake. So like sleep time was just such a fun time for me, because I'm like, oh my God, I get to like
Counting down the minutes.
yes, like I get to control what I'm about to dream about.
Yeah.
And I got like a sleep study done because I've never slept
Ooh.
well. And I got a sleep study done when I was in college or high school, right at the end of high school, maybe college. And you have to like sleep there, like they put all this stuff in your head and all that. And I got my results done, and like, you don't go into REM sleep.
Just at all?
No, like they showed me my sleep throughout the night. They said the average person gets like X amount of hours in REM sleep. You're maybe 30 minutes of REM sleep a night. They said
Wow.
what my sleep showed, and I'm doing this because it was a graph,
Right.
is like the bottom was REM sleep, the top is you're awake, and the middle is like this limbo area.
Yeah.
I am constantly in the limbo area. So like
Interesting.
I'm unconscious, like I'm sleeping, but I'm
Right.
not in a deep REM sleep. And that's why I am able, like I sleep talk, but
Yeah.
I'm able to like hold a conversation
Well,
and
and your
sleep
sleep
talk.
talking is like when you said it when we went to Aaron's birthday, I was like, okay, sure, because like Scott sometimes does or whatever.
Yeah.
But like you were like,
Yes.
full sentences,
No,
like paragraphs.
I'm
It was, like,
interacting and I'm
It was
talking with
giving
you.
like you were possessed. Like you weren't
Yes.
obviously, but
And
I
that's
was
why
just
I
like
never slept over at anyone's house, because I
Right.
was terrified that I was going to be talking. Like,
just like random.
yeah, and they'd be like thinking I'm joking. I'm like, no, we were talking. But yeah, so like learning that I was like in this middle limbo of like not being in REM, I'm like, oh, this is fuel to the fire, baby. Like you should have told me
8
that.
hours of lucid dreaming.
No,
Here I
literally,
go.
like I get, like I remember I would be like, if something happened with like the Jonas Brothers or something, and I would be like, oh, I can't wait to dream about that tonight.
That's
like
so
it was
interesting.
literally like I was making my own episodes. Like
Yeah.
And the great thing was like I always was able to like continue them. Like, you know how people are like, oh, I woke
Honestly,
up in the middle of a
this
really
is
good
more
dream.
than lucid dreaming. You're reality shifting it. You're making things happen in that universe, and that's what they say.
Oh,
when you wake up in that other universe, it's like you woke up another day. Like it continues. The story continues.
Yeah, like if someone woke me up in the middle of a nap and I'm like, I wasn't done with that dream. I would go back to sleep and I'd
no, you're reality shifting. Like based on what I gathered from my research on this episode, you're like actually doing it. You're not just lucid dreaming.
No, I feel like I have. But I think the difference with me is that I wasn't like, this is my reality. Like this is like, this is it. I think it was more of like I'm just going to like Disneyland type of thing. Of like
little vacay.
Yeah, like a spot that you go to and like that's that. Or like I really thought of it as like channels, like going to different channels. Like in my mind, like tonight's episode is like
I love this actually.
It's crazy.
When I was researching, I'm like, I can't connect as much as I would love to. Like there's just nothing there. Like truly, like you're getting sleep studies about like you're dreaming about the next time. I'm like staying up because I'm scared to go to sleep. Because I can't control my dreams and things are happening in them that I don't want to happen. I'm reality shifting to the horror universe, but I'm not like, in control there. I need it to be scripting. That's what I need it to be doing. Yeah. I'm honestly going to keep that because if I go a certain period of time without like physical exercise, like I go back to that. So I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna start scripting some stuff out, I think.
But when Inception did come out, it really did mess me up for a bit because
you're actually doing it. Like this is all
so I was like, everyone's like, oh, this is such a great nonfiction film. And I'm like,
it's based in reality.
Or a fiction film. And I'm like, this is nonfiction, babe. Like this is my life. What are you
guys I'm clocking in every night.
What are you guys talking about? But the part that got me really scared, and I haven't lucid dreamed or astral projected or whatever in so long.
You're staying in your body. You're
I'm staying where I'm at. Like I'm solid. I'm chill. But what got me when I was looking up lucid dreaming and like reality shifting and stuff like that a while ago was that there is a phenomenon that people had been talking about where if you are dreaming and you are cognizant that you're dreaming in your dream and you mention that out loud in your dream, if like there's people around in your dream and you're like, hold on, I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
They get mad. They get upset. They're like, you shouldn't know that. You don't know that. That's not true. And I'm like, holy shit.
Scary.
So I started getting really scared because it's like, you tell someone don't think about an elephant, they're going to think about an elephant. Right. So like, fuck, I'm like lucid dreaming and I'm like, hold on, I'm dreaming. Mm-hmm. And then I'm getting scared that like the people in my dream know. So it's like a whole phenomenon of people being like, if you're lucid dreaming, do not interact with the people and let them know that you know.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I've heard that, but I wonder like if that's specific to certain people, or you know what I mean? Like I'm curious, but I wouldn't test it if I were you either.
No, I wouldn't test it. I mean, they're like, they're not going to hurt you, but like it's definitely a sense that you feel very unsettling. Yeah. And then there's also, if you look in the mirror in your dream and you don't see your reflection, that's a thing.
Like to test that you're dreaming?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like you're supposed to look in the mirror in your dream, and if you see your reflection or if you don't, that means something. And then there's one other thing. Obviously, like the punching, like if you're trying to fight and you feel like you're not landing and stuff like that, or the flying, the jumping. Mm-hmm. Like I've never been able to like fly in my dreams. Like I have the free falling feeling, but like I've never been able to like, I'm going to go fly to this place. Like I can't do that.
I guess it's based in reality though. Yeah. Like, so your brain, I know with like the jumping stuff, because in my dreams I didn't have control over. There was jumping involved. Yeah. But it was unreal. Like it wasn't
weird. But I like my lucid dreams are still in a realm of like possibility. Like they're not like so outlandish that it's like
the Jonas Brothers one though. It's like you were in an episode of Jonas. Like
me and Joe were fucking locked in.
That explains a lot.
It really does, because how do you go from that and then you just wake up and you're like,
this is my life.
That man doesn't know me, but we just had a whole family, 3 kids, a house and a farm, and like, and I'm supposed to go back to reality? No,
exactly.
No.
Man, that's so interesting, because so there are like different methods, I guess. So there lucid method, but that sounds very similar. to what you have going on. Somebody called it like a Raven method. You like count to 100 and then you
Yeah.
like do like no, counting to
There's
100
the
is
counting one.
yeah. There's somebody said they starfish and they like do touch, scent, see, like what do I see? What can I touch? What can I and
Yeah.
like building the world. And then there's a void one, which I think is the most interesting. It's the most popular right now from what I can find, where like it's kind of the meditation aspect. You like kind of
Yeah.
let go of this
That's what
universe
I would
into the
do.
void, and then you can kind of like go where you want to go.
There's also like the Alice in Wonderland one.
Yeah. That
Uh,
one's really popular actually
yeah.
in like from what I could see like kind of anime, like the character meets you and then like you walk towards a
Yeah,
door
I
together.
think that one's popular because people can actually visualize that from seeing Alice
Right.
in Wonderland, and it's easier to flip
Yeah.
that to like how you want it to be. And then there's the elevator one,
Yeah, that one's popular too.
which is really interesting. I mean, obviously there's different ways, different methods to the madness, but for me, like I just because I knew I wasn't like gonna sleep, so it's not like I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna like go to sleep now and then do it. It was more of like, okay, like this is
And given where you like with that sleep study are
Yeah.
living, I feel like it's a little more natural maybe.
Yeah.
Like other people
'Cause I was
might
just
be
thinking.
Yeah, other people might be like fending off REM sleep or like
Yeah.
you know, versus you're kind of in that state already,
Yeah,
I guess. But
I was just thinking, and then it just
so interesting.
took itself away.
I wonder I might have to ask Scott a little bit more because he has a hard time sleeping too. And I'm like, is it a thinking thing? Because brain's off. Like,
I wish.
lights are off, nobody's home.
I
Like,
wish. Like when I
It's over.
started my Adderall, that was the quietest my brain has like ever been.
Yeah.
It was like weird. I'm
I
like,
think I'm just like
no one's
abnormally
home.
sleepy, but not like on the level of Aaron, your anemia.
Yeah,
But
that was
I'm not
different,
there.
yeah.
But like I'm definitely like sleepy.
Yeah.
Just all the time.
same here.
I could sleep for like 14 hours, no issue.
I
But I don't take I can't do a nap.
I have
hate a
to do a nap. I took a nap today. I have to do naps.
Yeah, I can't do a nap. But
Dang.
man, I would love. I mean, if any listeners are reality
Got any
shifters,
tips?
you might like have your eyes opened after this episode. After hearing, I had no idea when I like kind of pitched this. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really sure about
Oh,
it.
like,
But
oh,
and Adia's
honey.
like, oh,
I got some
let me
stories
crack
to
open
tell
the
you.
books. I got stuff going on, but yeah, I'm like, I love. So one of our kind of big questions is where would you go? But you've
Yeah.
already given us some
I've
info.
been everywhere,
But
yeah.
where would you go now? Like back to Jonas Land? You
Where
know?
would I go now? I think. So the thing is, like, it's not like I'm going to a like reality, right? Of like
Right.
Earth B,
Well,
Earth
you
C.
could.
Yeah, like I could, but I'd always
Question's
been like
open.
in this reality. I was just changing like what was possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I had to like reality shift and like go to another reality, I think it would have to probably be like honest to God, like the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, okay.
Where they went to like the
An
like
adjacent one.
like an adjacent one that was like vaguely similar, or I'd probably go to one where like it's like the comic book like
Okay.
type, or
Yeah.
like the 1960 like not for me
Yeah,
specifically,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, but like
But you're building this reality, so
Yes.
you can make it.
I could flip the
Yeah.
switch from civil rights.
It could be the 1960s of 2060, and we're revamping a
There
lot
we
of the
go.
retro.
Yeah. But I would probably do like a reality that was like a vibe,
Okay.
like a filter-ish, if you will. So like there's
Well, yeah, the cartoon,
like the
pop
cartoon, there's
filter.
comic book, yeah. So I would probably do like something like that.
That's so interesting. The one here who's lucid dreaming is staying in a relatively similar reality.
Look, I know where I can go and I know where I can't go.
You know, that's a good point.
Okay.
That's a good point. See, because it's like I was thinking, because okay, my first thought, because I was like, how fun would it be to be something? Well, not necessarily, but like Dune came to mind, right?
Of
but
course,
then
that's
where-
terrifying.
that's where my questions came up of like, well, damn, like they're under imperial rule and humans have not evolved in 30,000 years, and
Yeah.
like So, but then that's when I found out that you're building your own reality. So you can make it whatever you want. You don't
Yeah.
have to be a peasant on that universe. Anyway, but I still was not necessarily convinced. So I did boil down to I thought it'd be fun to reality shift to like Shrek's universe.
Oh yeah.
Like far, far away.
Absolutely.
Hello? They got the Starbucks on the corner, but we're still like kind of giving medieval. But then
Absolutely.
again, when I did the more research, I was like, okay, I could do like a Lord of the Rings moment because it's the same vibe. And 'cause the hold up with Lord of the Rings was same as Dune, where I'm like, am I really about to shift to this reality where it's like a war? But if I'm scripting it,
there is no
there
war.
is no war, babe. War's
It's just
over.
walking and eating hobbits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I could be an elf.
You could.
I could live forever. I mean, don't think I'd want to do that. I'd probably do what Arwen did and like turn in my immortality for Aragorn. But you know, I'm writing the reality. So ultimately, Lord of the Rings is probably the real answer. But the safe answer, if I can't control my dream, send me to Shrekland. I'll be okay.
Yeah, I think if you've ever been to like Cabbage Patch Land, and I think it's like Pennsylvania or something, like I'd probably do something like that, like Kids Next Door or like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Like I'd probably do like that kind of reality.
Yeah,
like
you're
childish.
still-
I'm not going to any grown up.
You're not going to Star Wars.
No, that's too much. I think. It's too much
to
involved.
build already.
Yeah, too much to build.
You kind of want to be somewhere where it's
I would
on
keep
a
it
trajectory.
simple. Probably like regular show, Clarence. Like those are like the types of places that I'd like to go
Interesting.
for sure.
And yours is real. Mine's just like truly
Who knows?
never gonna happen. I mean, there are people who, and that's why I was kind of skeptic. I'm like, people on these subreddits are like, I've been trying for 5 years and I can't. But then it's like there is like a level of
5 years.
No, but then it's like it is a level of like with what they did with that study, like how immersed are you prone to like building a fantasy realm or a daydreaming?
If you don't have it, you don't have it. Like you literally cannot make it up like that.
And I'll sign off. I would love, but I think this ship has sailed for me. Like I just I'm 31. I've never lucid dreamed in my life.
The thing is, if you have to think about it and you're falling asleep, it's just not happening.
I'm just falling asleep.
Yeah, like that's it.
Oh man, I just wish it was real.
I wish I could give a little bit of it to you. For
Thank
sure,
you.
because I've had a lot of it.
I will say, like, you know, me being asleep and not being able to, besides the times that I can't control it, when I'm just like chilling and sleeping, it's not the biggest deal. You know, obviously we're joking. It'd be fun to like pretend we're in a different reality because everything's crazy. But, you know, sleeping is fine too. Unless I'm having a night terror, then
that's it.
0 out of 10 don't recommend.
Yeah. When I do have like scary ones, those are usually the nights that I'm like talking. Because I've like screamed. Like out loud plenty of times. I knew I talked a lot when like I wake up and I'm tired. Like my throat is sore and I feel like I ran like a marathon.
Interesting.
Because like the brain power it takes sometimes to like run
move those muscles. To
run these freaking dreams, I tell you.
Oh my God. You got to talk to the Sandman.
No, literally. And it's so funny. People are like, oh, if you take Ambien, you're going to meet the Hat Man. I'm like, the Hat Man?
No, I've heard.
I know that man.
I've heard it's NyQuil and you'll meet the Hat Man.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
The Hat Man knows me.
Because whenever I take it, Nikki's like, "You gonna meet the Hat Man tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
No, the Hat Man's meeting me. Okay, like listen.
No, I've met the Hat Man, and he did show up in one of my dreams, and I was fucking scared.
Yeah.
I mean, I have had truly like the worst dreams. Like since high school, I literally had to go to a therapist for my dreams.
It's bad.
It's like for no reason. So you know,
and it continues.
No. No, but like I would love to be able to be like, close the door. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I could, one dream I was running away and I was just like, if I could run right now, like that would be everything to me. But like I couldn't. Like I wasn't actually in control. Like it's just triggering, honestly. Like I wish I was living in a fun reality.
The only ones that I'm not able to do that, like be like, okay, just figure it out or like just do this, is if I'm back in like school.
Oh, interesting.
Like those are ones where like I like cannot. Usually it's like I forgot my locker code. I forgot my lunch number.
Yeah.
I didn't write my paper and like they're asking me for it. Like usually those are like actual dreams.
Yeah. I wonder if that has to do with like the setting where like in your mind, school has all these rules and like
Yeah.
you have to be at certain places at certain
Yeah.
times. And so like your brain is kind of locking it up.
Because
Like,
there have been like plenty of times where I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't write that paper.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm screwed. And instead of being like just thinking or just dreaming, okay, you wrote the paper. Like I can't.
right, can't make that happen.
No, I like can't
Yeah.
make it happen. It's like
Interesting.
those are like ones where I'm like, ugh, I hate those.
Well, you're in school too.
no,
I
yeah.
mean, like,
I'm
come
like,
on.
oh my gosh, please.
Vibes aren't
Of
there.
all the times, all the things I get to dream about, I'm dreaming about school and writing a paper.
Like, I didn't get into this one early enough.
No, yeah.
to change the
No,
trajectory.
it's like it's already set in stone. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Well, I'm glad we ended up chatting because I really was like, I thought we were gonna be a little more like knowing where my brain was. I'm like, it's gonna be a little bit more of a.
Oh, no.
But we had some
Yeah.
good examples. Honestly,
We did, yeah.
The Jonas ones, I'm really like, I'm shocked. I love it.
Oh yeah.
That was your reality.
Manip started right
Well,
there. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was the ultimate Manip
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
I mean, he's looking into your eyes.
Oh,
like
more than that, bitch.
wow.
We had a full life.
I
And
know.
the thing about lucid dreams, time is not real. So
Whole life in 30 minutes.
yeah, it's literally The Sims.
Yeah.
Like that's the great thing.
That's what this all is. This is us actually like confirming that we believe we're in a simulation, and reality shifting is you just being simulated in another reality.
That's it.
In the multiverse. The multiverse is real
That's it.
for our Sims.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Try to explain that to a Victorian child.
please. I can barely wrap my own head around it.
Oh my gosh.
Every day I get closer to actually thinking we're in a sim, but then I'm like, that can't be. But you know, it could be.
We would the only solace I have in the fact that we may be a simulation, we may not, is like I literally won't know.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the only like I think if I knew like for a fact we were in a simulation, I would like
Be doing different things.
I would just I would blow up. Like I just like so, I think it would just be too much. So I think I find comfort in knowing that like I would never know. Like
Yeah,
obviously like
that's
I'm
true.
Christian, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, we're in a simulation. But also
But you
wouldn't
don't
know.
That's true.
I wouldn't know. So
That's a good point.
sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Often. Ignorance is bliss.
Very often. I wish I had less brain cells. I wish
Every
I was less
day.
smart. I wish I was less involved. I wish
Yeah.
I was just some country bumpkin who just didn't know a care in the world about anything.
Every day.
Every day
day.
is horrors, but we must persist, right?
The horrors persist.
The
and
horrors-
So do I. Is that a meme? Like, where's
It-
my brain coming?
Something.
Is that a
It
millennial
is.
meme?
It is. Yeah.
Cut it.
I posted
Bleep it.
I posted a thing. What did it say? Oh, it
It's
says,
just fucking ingrained. Like, I didn't mean that, guys. Like,
oh,
the meme?
oh,
like-
you weren't like reciting a quote?
Well,
Were you just saying that off the top of your head?
yeah,
You just thought
yeah,
it was...
yeah. Well, no. I knew it was something, but I didn't know it was like kind of
Oh, yeah,
like
it's like the
cringy.
thing.
You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I
like the
mean?
millennial thing to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't mean it like that. I just, it's like Pavlov, where like it was just there. It just came out of me.
It's because we're millennials. Yeah, it's
I
already
hate it.
ingrained.
It literally, like, I didn't choose to do that.
Doggo.
Please,
Pupper.
that's the one I can't do that one. I can't even willingly.
Slap my butt and give me pizza. Okay,
Please,
I'm
okay,
done.
we gotta
I'm
cut
done,
the
I'm done,
cameras.
I'm done. Yeah.
I'm shifting to a reality where those don't exist. Right now, waking. All right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so Black Mirror though. 100%.
Yeah. that's
Soon
true.
enough, we'll have subscriptions to reality shifting. I'm sure. I'm sure Elon's already on it with his little
Well, yeah, 'cause he
Neuralink
thinks
shit.
this is a simulation, so
Oh, yeah.
why not tap
Well,
in?
he's
Like you said, plug it
cracked
into
out.
a USB. So
Yeah,
new USBs.
your subscription was denied.
Well, nobody's gonna have money to pay for it anyway.
That's true.
Even if we wanted to.
Yep, your base subscription is just you breathing oxygen. Anything more than that is
Yikes.
an upcharge.
No clean water either.
Nope.
It got ate up by the AI bots.
By all the
And yeah, ate
AI
up.
warehouses. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of AI,
I can't.
Eating up water.
Talk about mayonnaise.
The way I guess we're transitioning out. Since we're speaking about alternate realities, AI is really great for feeding your delusions and creating
Talk about
images.
reality shifting.
Yes, and creating images of things that did not happen with celebrities, and stumbled upon the perfect prompt to create an image like a meet and greet, but a very intimate meet and greet. And I'm like, oh, I gotta do this for the girls. I gotta do this for the girls.
It's
like,
called Photoshop, babe.
no, like literally, like back in the day, I would have cracked the computer open,
Yeah.
opened up Photoshop, and made it happen. But it's the way that like this was just so.
It was just right there.
It was right there. It was the look that I wanted, and like I'm like 31 now. Like I don't have like
Didn't have the time.
I didn't have the time, the brain power to do what like I used to do back in the day. And I created some AI images for me and the girlies with our faves. And for some reason, AI has a vendetta, a beef with Indian women, and it was not able to make Aaron's face correct, no matter how many times I changed the prompt, no matter how many reference photos I uploaded. Like it was always like if someone was like, hey, draw Aaron from memory.
Or like a dream Aaron, where
Yes.
it's like kind of foggy.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what she
Like
looked
a
like.
squint, like a
Yeah.
it kind of looks like her, but not really. Every single time. I can't tell you how many prompts I did. Katie's came out one try, easy peasy.
God save the water. Thank you, Oscar.
Right? Like yours came out so easy. Mine took like 2 tries because I used like different pictures with like my different hair and it didn't know what to do with that. But Aaron's, oh my God, I gotta go do some conservation efforts or something after that because it took so many times.
And the first one you sent, I should have known it was AI, but I thought you were just doing a little like kind of minute moment. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
middle of the workday, I was driving to get my flu shot. I'm like, oh, fun.
Yeah.
And I should have known because then she's sending like 3 and 4 photos of Aaron. I'm like, wait, how much water are you using it? Because this is becoming
Because
like
at that point,
a
I was
problem.
determined. Like I
Yeah.
needed it to work.
Well, you'd already done 2, and then you're like halfway there with hers.
Like, because it was so close.
Yeah.
It was so close. Yeah. And I'm like, Erin, I need a close up. She's like, I don't have a close up. I'm like, find one. Like, zoom in, do something. I need, not even the AI needs a reference photo to get your face right. Anyway.
Ugh, brutal, absolutely brutal.
Yeah, so I'm really sorry about that one.
When water's out like 5 years sooner than anticipated.
I know it's me. But I did read this thing that said someone did a study about the potential amount of water that is lost in water bottles that are not emptied, and it is a lot. So I have been doing my efforts to empty
Okay.
all
okay,
of
so
my
you're making up on the back
yes,
end,
I
sorta.
am. Yes, I am making sure that my water bottles are all empty and I'm not trapping any water in plastic bottles. So you should do the same.
That's like okay. We're not opening this can of worms right now. That could be an episode. The War on Water coming to you in a few weeks.
Literally, we might have to while we still have it at least.
I can't open that can of worms, but yeah, reality shifting, manipulation, lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
I would love for our listeners to let us know if you've had
If
any
you've done it.
experiences because I'm living that Adia did.
Yeah. Plenty. I will
I
tonight.
need
I got a lot to think about tonight.
much to think about.
I got a lot. I know it's gonna be good when I get on Pinterest to like get some
Oh my
content
God.
for like specifically for like weddings, like all stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
or like if I like have like an idea of like what I want to do with like my house or something, or like just like my life. Yeah, I'll go on Pinterest, get some inspo.
Man.
I got my content in there, and I'm ready to rock and roll, baby. I'm ready to go.
What a dream. Can't
Literally.
relate. yeah.
And
That's what you're getting out of us this week.
that is today's episode.
Yeah. No loves and icks for this week.
Yeah.
Tune in either last week or next week. One of them will have loves and icks. I don't know which. Reality is what you make it.
It is.
So if you want loves and icks,
If it's this
out
week,
there.
then it's last week. If it's last week, it's this week.
Exactly.
Whatever week.
Inception. So
Week within a week.
Christopher Nolan, call us.
We got ideas.
Adia has ideas.
Tenet, great film.
I can't open that can of worms. That one Yeah, we're gonna circle back.
Oh, I might have to watch that
Please.
again. That's such a
John David Washington and Robert Pattinson. Just
that was
like,
great.
ugh,
That was great.
they
I
definitely
wish I
kissed,
watched that on
right?
in my reality.
In my reality. No, they re-released it in IMAX, but it didn't come to our theater. If they ever do, I'll
Bones to
text
pick.
you. I will text you.
Bones to
Because I'd be looking.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about Tenet another time. We have all these amazing episodes
really
lined
do.
up.
We're
on
intellectual
water.
girlies. We got lots of
We have
thoughts, okay?
Too many thoughts. Like, I
Yeah.
wish we didn't.
Yeah, me too.
Back to the reality.
Same. All right, guys. Well, thanks for voiding in,
Yeah.
projecting in.
I
to
think
this.
in the multiverse, this podcast exists everywhere. I think it exists in every
It has
universe
to.
of ours.
It
you know?
has to.
I think so too.
100%.
And on that note, find us in your local multiverse.
There you go.
Bye.
Bye.